close are we to meeting the goal for feeding the roots?
Depends on which goal you want to use. When we set the original goal, which was, I don't even remember what it was. It was well over a million. We were hoping for 2.5. We were so optimistic. That was our original goal, 2.5 million. And the truth is we're not anywhere near that. Now, part of that, I want to confess to you, is that I had a conversation with someone who had the potential to give us $1 million to kick off this campaign, who died before I sealed that deal. And that happened 2 years ago. It happens. Every person who does fundraising understands that that happens. So the goal was actually really realizable and reachable and thinkable. But when we lost the potential of a $1 million giver, some of our hopes and dreams kind of dissolved. So my thing right now is we're at about the $750,000 mark. I would love in this next year, we have one more full year of campaign, my own personal goal is, can we make the $1 million? I think that would be an enormous plus for us. And frankly, that's $1 million more than we would have had if we hadn't run the campaign. So I'm happy with that. The exciting thing is that all the campaign expenses have now been paid. All of the upfront costs that we had to foot in order for the capital, what do they call it? The surveys that you do in the beginning to determine whether you can have a campaign, all of that's been paid off. So everything that comes in at this point will go to the ministries that we have designated. And we've already sent about 400,000 to the different ministries. We haven't kept it in the coffers waiting for the end of the campaign. We've already sent it out. So our camps have received money, the Fund for Leaders has received money, and our campus ministries have received funds as well. So we're moving toward it, and it's going to be small baby steps. If we have a $1 million giver out there, I'm happy to talk to you. If we have a $500,000 giver, I'm happy to talk to you. If we have a $5 giver, I'm happy to talk to you. That's the whole point. It's what we can do together, and I'm excited about what we've been able to accomplish in the midst of what's been a really tough economy. So.
And if I could say that there are some synods around that would love to be able to have a $700,000 capital campaign at this point.
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up for not reaching the goal. It's great that you've received.
Yep, and we have done that at the same time that we've done the 48,000 for malaria and some other things.
On top of everything else.
Wonderful. So there's been some good stuff. Wendy, Buckley, and Jeff have spoken, or at a microphone, too.
I just wanted to give you numbers of what part of the issue is, that we have money that went to feed the roots that did not necessarily go through the Synod books.
That's true.
Some of the money went directly to agencies that did not go through the Synod books, especially to Philadelphia Seminary.
Right.
And so this was for my report this morning. I asked Karen for numbers of what we had distributed.
Right.
And so that does not include what has been raised and what did not go through our books.
Right.
So in terms of distribution, it's just shy of $200,000. It's $196,490.32.
Okay.
But there's also about another $150,000 that did not go through our books, so we can't count it because of the audit and yada, yada, yada. So it makes, we're not trying to fudge numbers. It's just that we have the Synod books, we have the entire appeal, and we paid all of our upfront costs back, and money is going, and glory, hallelujah.
Work is being done. Yep. Thanks for the question, though. And we just encourage you, as you heard today, to do some work within your congregations and continue to ask. There are people who care deeply about our camps, our campus ministries, and our seminary education. So I know there are people out there. We just got to keep telling that story.